Hey, welcome back to the Bertelsmann Foundation for our second installment of Talking Transatlantic Affairs. This time, we are talking to folks across Europe about how they view transatlantic relations.
Complication.
Transatlantic relations, means a lot, but at the same time it means nothing, in the sense that it can mean whatever you want it to mean, you know?
I think it's very complicated. It's very important. It's very vital.
If you think about transatlantic relations, you have so many countries that should be included in that category. Talking about it geographically, talking about it economically, politically.
It can mean similarities between the cultures. It can mean comparisons between the history.
Mutual. I think if I had to bring it down to one word, it would be mutual, because I think that there's a lot of mutual interest in maintaining this relationship and nurturing this relationship.
It could mean trade relations. It could mean really anything and everything.
Yeah, it makes me think about NATO, the EU. What I think about if I hear the word transatlantic, I'm really thinking about the military alliance, NATO, of course.
Albania is a member of NATO, so we own a lot. The Albanian citizens own a lot to the transatlantic concept, because without US and its partners, the European partners, there wouldn't be Albania.
So it's about defense and defense among countries that share some common values.
In terms of values, these are the two regions that are the closest together. So we really need to keep together and act together.
Shared values, shared history, present, past and future.
It's a long-standing, mutually beneficial partnership based on commitment of liberal values such as peace, democracy, prosperity, protection of human rights, rule of law, etc.
I think of a common history, the good and the bad parts. I think of European settlers going to the US, of course, and starting their lives there. I think also of the US being involved in the Second World War and helping Europe to build up.
Since the Second World War, Europe has always had this connection with the US.
I think about kind of the partnership which has been established after the World Wars. So I think that this partnership contributed a lot to the rebuilding of Europe, both economically but also politically. I mean, especially the German constitution has been shaped by the US, which participated in its creation.
A lot of politics and history. I think about the Marshall Plan. I think about the Cold War. I think about American support for Europe after the war.
And then I think, of course, of the current politics that we have now, the shared culture that we have, the shared democracy that we have, all of the things that reunites us, basically.
I think we have in common that we're defending democracy, like everyone's democracy. That is like what it unites us with, in the United States and in Europe.